What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JPG on the keys, and it's 2 Easy video today. And we got some Billy Connolly. I haven't done a Billy Connolly reaction video in a minute. Connolly, not Colony, like Ant Colony. Man, you know what's crazy? I get these emails from Daily Motion, like talking about, oh, you have copyright infringement, and we're removing this video from your account. I'm like, dude, I don't. At this point, I really don't care about Daily Motion because I mean, Patreon doesn't have any copyright infringement. Like, I remember when I watched Blazing Saddles, the video was like the actual movie was on Daily Motion. I reacted to it, then I uploaded it on Daily Motion. Now it's copyright infringement, but it's literally on Daily Motion. But it is what it is. That's why I have Patreon. But thank you to everyone who watches my channel. This is Billy Connolly, Australian wildlife. Without further ado, let's get into it, man.
It's weird, you know, I was talking about Australia there. I was on holiday before I started working there. And I was sunbathing. I was on the balcony of this house. I don't go to the beach for a few weeks because I'm a Scottish person. And I tend to frighten people on the beach because being Scottish, I'm pale blue. It takes me a week to get white, you know. I was on this veranda and I heard, oh, I thought, fucking Japanese, change their mind. It's a strange, but there wasn't a Japanese at all, it was a shark warning. And the people were still swimming. Australians are strange, you know, there's fucking huge beasts walking about like that. They're giving it swim. They seem to work on the basis that sharks eat one person at a time, you see. I go, get out of the water! Get your fucking to the side of me! I'm fucking behind you! They're saying, watch with the blue prick in the veranda. I'd be going through that water like a fucking Polaris missile! Throwing children behind me!
Oh.
It happened to me before, you know, I was in Barbados, I got into that scuba thing, you know. I looked up, my kids were on the beach going, hey, and for some inexplicable, I will never know the reason, I turned round. It's not the kind of thing you normally do when you're swimming. There's a fin 6 feet from me like that. I thought, oh, whoosh! I thrashed the water to a foam. Right up the beach, it was a trench through the sand. Fucking shark! I nearly got run over by a bus on the main street.
How you get from the water to the main street so quick?
Round, it was my own fucking flipper.
Yo, that's a big shirt you're wearing too.
Oh, don't turn round. I went to it's funny, you know in Australia, the suntan oils in numbers from 1 to 14, you know, depending how fair skin. I was number 26. The woman says, that's a bandage. I said, fuck it, give us it. She says, you'd be better with a boiler suit and a balaclava. I said, watch it. And there was a jar on the counter. This is the truth. This Australian woman was selling me this stuff. And there was like a honey jar. And in it was the biggest spider I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, them spiders
and it was
are huge.
Under this liquid, you know, it'd been dead for years. It was still fucking terrifying looking at it. I said, what's that? She says, oh, that's the famous funnel web spider. I said, oh yeah. Where do they live? Out in the bush. I said, trying to sound knowledgeable. Oh, that'll be out in the bush. I said, pointing over my shoulder. I thought it was a safe bet to point away from the sea. It's a funny name for the countryside, the bush, isn't it? I think the middle of Australia is a huge desert with one fucking bush.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty freaking much. Pretty freaking much.
She says, oh no, these followers, they don't live. She says, that we caught that one in a garden across the street. I said, I live here. She said, fuck it. And then she said this thing that thousands of people have said to me in my life, and they were all lying. She said, it won't bother you if you don't annoy it.
Oh, yeah, right.
Who annoys these bastards? Is anybody that bored? They get up in the morning and go, fucking bored. I think I'll go and annoy that fucking spider. See, in my life, there seem to have been lines and lines of little shits who had Alsatians or Doberman pinchers, foaming at the face, keeping a steady gaze on my bollocks, going, And these little shits who were holding them were always saying, it won't bother you if you don't annoy it. Then they don't tell you what annoys it.
Right, right.
Like breathing and stuff like that.
Yeah, like being a human.
But my tour opened in a place called Townsville, which was up in the north of Queensland, up in the tropical bit. And I went for a little walk before the gig, as is my wont, you see. Walking along the seaside, and there was a big notice board, and it says, beware! So it was being ware.
Being where is nuts.
Stingers! Exclamation mark. I thought, fucking stinger. Now I don't know if stingers burrow holes in the ground, drop out of trees, or arrive in fucking taxis. But I'm being ware. And I thought I better read on. Stingers or box jellyfish. I said, my God, these fuckers are gift wrapped. What kind of country is this? You imagine you're giving it a bit of that. This box with a big bow on it. Oh, I wonder what that is. It says, if the heart stops. I thought, what size is this? The cloud comes over the sun, you know. It says, douse the wound. Wait, you hear this? Douse the wound liberally with vinegar. I always go swimming with a bottle of vinegar.
Yeah, just have some vinegar with me. Oh my Lord.
It's the truth. The following morning, I was watching the news and it said a wee boy had been stung, and it said, and don't go around among the rock pools today, as we've seen the unwelcome return of the blue-ringed octopus. And it showed you this bastard. You could see the camera shaking. The guy's shitting himself. This thing's about that size. It's got blue things on its legs and it's gone like, fuck off! Fuck off! This bastard stings you, you don't even make it to the phone.
Right.
You're looking for a stinger to take the edge off the pain.
No, seriously, I've watched a lot of shows about Australian wildlife, and it seems like it's like Australia is its own. Obviously, it's like the only continent that's also a country, but it's like its own separate world because the state is huge. Like the whole thing is huge. It takes you multiple days to go from end to end. They got scorpions, poisonous snakes, poisonous spiders, jellyfish, sharks. I think they have like alligators, or they have alligators. I think they do. But they got all the crazy animals over. I don't understand. Like, you walk outside in your yard, you might see a venomous spider, you might see a scorpion, you might see a snake. all three of them can kill you. And then even the kangaroos. You mess with a kangaroo and he'll kick you and break your whole body. That was funny, man. But yeah, Australian wildlife is crazy, man. There's a lot of wild, weird animals in Australia, man. Like, America's kind of lucky because we don't really have too many, like, predatory animals, if we're being honest. Maybe some bears. You know, bears. Because I don't think we have scorpions in America, really. I don't really think we have that many scorpions. Maybe, like, the Southwest. Like, near, like, the Southwest, they have, like, the scorpions maybe there. But, not really a lot of poisonous snakes either, to be honest, not in America. But, thank you so much. I really appreciate all you guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Thank you for all the support. Check out my previous two channels. I just dropped a true crime video yesterday, and I just dropped a gaming video today. Please be safe, stay on the grind, have a great day. I'm out. Peace.